My favorite song by Mother Maybelle Carter was "Will There Be Hymens in Heaven?"
Oh God!
That was good. Wow.
I was really glad to see Bill here because I'm usually the oldest guy on the stage, and most of the comedians are like 20 years old, and I'm the old guy. But I think they kind of start to see me as a father figure, in the sense that they find me boring and they have no respect for me, and they really like just come in and hang out with them. And I get the same thing at work. I work in an office, and there's always guys that are in their 30s, and they find out how old I am, and they're like, "Wow, you could be my father." And I go, "Yeah, I don't remember most of the 70s and half the 80s. I could be your father. I might have banged your mom a couple times."
Oh shit!
How's that? But there are a bunch of things that cross the generations. One of them is comedy. We can all share that, and the other one is marijuana.
Woo!
Yeah, that sounds more like you're into Jägermeister or something. Pothead would just be giggling uncontrollably. But I've read that like the pot today is like 20 times stronger than what we had back in the 70s when I was in college. And just another example of how young people today just have everything handed to them.
Oh shit!
In my day, we knew the value of hard work. If we had to inhale deeper and hold it longer to get the job done, then that's what we did, goddammit. We couldn't be slackers crashing on somebody's futon. We had a job to do. We had to make our own bongs out of like macrame and lava lamps. And when we got high, we had to walk to the convenience store to get our chocolate chip cookies and our Doritos. And they didn't have Cool Ranch Doritos. We had to eat the plain ones and make our own dip. Yep. Pot in the 70s was the road to responsibilities. That's how I became an accountant. But I am an old guy, but I still remember my first sexual experience, which was when I was 4 years old. And
Jesus.
The girl next door got me in behind her house, said, "If you show me yours, I'll show you mine." And, we didn't even know what they were that we were showing because our parents didn't tell us the names of those things. And so I pulled down my pants. I showed her mine. She pulled down her pants. I'd been punked. She didn't have one. Oh, actually, what it looked like is she had a removable one. She had a slot that it apparently came out of. And I was pissed. Later on, I went to my mother and I said, "Hey, how can I get an upgrade to a detachable thing?" I pulled down my pants. I want a detachable one like Mary next door has. I probably shouldn't have done that in the middle of the grocery store, but, I wanted to know what was going on. And she was confused at first, and then I explained what had happened, and she said, "Oh, you were playing doctor." And now I was confused, because I'd been to the doctor, and we never played that game. I think we could have gotten in trouble if we did. I wondered what kind of doctor appointments my mother had. Maybe that's why she was divorced. I don't know. But these days, I think parents are much more open with their kids. They tell them the real names of their parts and pieces and stuff. And, it's just different. Like I was in the park the other day, and I saw this little girl. She was probably about 4 years old. And apparently she had just learned, this information about her body. And because she went up to a little boy, she's very serious and sincere, and she said, "I have a vagina, and you have a penis." And he was so cute, he just said, "Yeah, that's right, suck it, bitch." You just want to hug him, And Sharon says, "Stop hugging that kid." And then I always have to go to a different park the next time.
Oh shit.
I've been trying to get in better shape, because I had built up a pretty good gut for a while, and I spent a lot of time and invested a lot of money and materials building that up. It seemed wasteful to destroy it, but and I went to a trainer, and one of the first things she told me was to keep a food diary. She meant, keep track of what you eat and how many calories it has. But I misunderstood. So This was my food diary. March 1st, dear diary, I had to break it off with cake. It's just an unhealthy relationship. I thought I could go back once or twice for just a piece, but it was just too painful, mainly in my chest and radiating down my left arm. March 2nd, dear diary, I really miss burger and fries. They're back at the pub watching the game with some new friends. Well, I have new friends. Boneless chicken breast and broccoli. Let's see what's on Lifetime.
Oh, shit.
March 3rd, dear diary, the Girl Scout cookies are back. They stop me when I try to leave the grocery store. And they call to me with their silky chocolate skins and their cream fillings and their fake coconut. So she was kind of disappointed in that. But see, there's some other stuff I want to talk about.